In an intense game of hide and seek, 10 players are battling it out in an abandoned city for a grand prize of $60,000. The city is huge, filled with countless hiding spots, and everyone has just 20 minutes to find the perfect place to hide. Chaos ensues as people scatter in every direction, trying to secure a secret spot. Chandler is determined to break his losing streak, while Becca is confident she won't be the first found. As the countdown ends, Jimmy starts searching with his team, covering the vast area quickly. They stumble upon Becca, the first unlucky player, hiding in a small nook. Disappointed, she's taken to jail while the hunt continues. The remaining players are still hiding, some up in trees, others in dark corners, hoping not to get caught. The game continues and things are getting even crazier. Tyler decided to take a break and order 5 pizzas, plus 2 orders of bread bites, to keep the team fueled. Meanwhile, players like Carl are leaving clues behind, like a Sonic the Hedgehog pendant and a Meet the Robinson DVD. Chris threatens to break Carl's pendant unless he shows himself, but Carl stuns them, confident he'll just buy more with prize money. As Chris and Jimmy search through an abandoned, zombie-like house, they are surprised to find it empty, but suddenly they spot someone dancing outside to grab the pizza delivery. The seekers realize someone ordered pizza mid-game. Jimmy laughs as he watches from a window, seeing the players snack on Scooby-Doo snacks from their backpacks. The stakes are raised when Jimmy offers Chris $1,000 for every person he finds before midnight. In the pressure on, Chris is determined to track down the remaining players, confident in his hide-and-seek skills. The players are still hiding, but the seekers are getting closer and the clock is ticking. Can they stay hidden, or will Chris cash in on finding them all? The intense game continues and players are getting desperate as Chris and Jimmy hunt for more contestants. The tension ramps up. Cody tries to stay hidden, but he can help himself and lets out a loud fart. Chris, with sharp ears, hears the rustle and quickly finds Cody. Laughing, Chris escorts him to jail where Becca is already sitting both pushing their shot at $60,000. Meanwhile, Tyler, the player who ordered pizza earlier, is caught by Chris after screaming in fear of a bug. With Tyler out of the game, that makes 3 players down and 7 left to find. The rules take a twist. Everyone is now forced to move 50 feet from their hiding spots within the next 10 minutes. Chaos breaks out as players scramble to find new spots, knowing Chris and Jimmy are hot on their trail. Chandler, stuck in a tree, panics as he tries to climb down in time, while others sprint to the new location. The seekers are closing in and the players are getting tired. Who will be found next and who will make it to the end? The hunt heats up as Chris and Jimmy close in on the remaining players. They hear a noise and quickly spot 2 players sprinting across the field. It's a high-speed chase as they dash toward their target, with Chris and Jimmy closing in fast. First, they spot Jake Weddle, then Mrbeast, who reluctantly gives up when cornered. With Weddle and Mrbeast captured, they're taken to jail, joining the growing up of captured players. Next, they set their sights on Tariq, who's trying to avoid eye contact, revealing the location of another player hiding in a nearby house. Chris and Jimmy rush in, finding another hider. Tariq's slip up leads to another capture, leaving only 4 players left in the game. Chris is on the roll, earning $1,000 per capture, racking up money with each find. Meanwhile, Carl faces betrayal when Cody offers to sell him out for $1,000. Carl's bolt from his hiding spot, buying time as Jimmy gives him a 30-second head start. With the seekers hot on his trail, Carl is furious at being sold out but managed to escape for now. The countdown continues and with only a few players left, the competition for the $60,000 prize intensifies. The chase intensifies as Carl tries to outsmart the seekers by FaceTiming Jimmy and Chris, but they notice the cloud and chemtrails in the background. Using their detective skills to pinpoint his location, Jimmy even taunts Carl by dissing Sonic the Hedgehog, hoping to get a reaction that confirms Carl's nearby. Suddenly, they hear rustling and explosive sounds, signaling someone's close by. Jimmy and Chris rush to investigate and someone hiding. It turns out to be Jake the Viking, not Chandler as they initially teased. Jake is caught and escorted to prison, leaving only 3 contestants in the running for the $60,000 prize: Carl, Chandler, and Ben. As night falls, the competition escalates. The city is plunged into darkness, so the Seekers break out the world's strongest flashlight to comb through the area. They announce that the remaining players must move at least 100 feet from their current hiding spots, while they also shut down the first zone to tighten the search. Chandler tries to hiding then by hugging a building in the darkness, while Jimmy and Chris spot a faint light in the distance. With adrenaline pumping, they head toward the glow, turning this game of hide and seek into a real-life horror movie chase. They clear on one abandoned house, ready to move on to the next. The final chase leads to a surprising twist as Jimmy and Chris mistake Chandler for Ben, only to find out Chandler was hiding up in a tree. With only 2 contestants left, Ben and Carl tensions are high, especially since Chris has a sore spot for Carl, suspicious that Chris might get easy on Carl. Jimmy assigns someone to keep an eye on him. As they search through more trees, Chris finally spots someone. Jimmy hopes it's Ben, but when Carl is discovered, everyone is heartbroken, especially Chris. Carl sadly admits he lost the $60,000 prize. Back at the prison, Jimmy gathers the captured contestant, teases them with the results. The group eagerly guesses that Ben is the winner. They're right. Ben is declared the champion and emerged to cheers, celebrating his victory after a long day of hiding. With $60,000 in cash handed over to Ben, everyone is free and the game ends with a final shoutout.